Bro, you changed the meet and greet.
The Chris Brown meet and greet is out of control.
It's
disrespectful.
That shit fun.
Like, I bet it is.
It's fun because look, some of these girls just, man, that's their bucket list. Some of them, they like, look, all I want to do is just be able to be on him.
You know, I'm even thirsty. You need to go drink some Fiji water. What do you mean? I take a look at this, yeah. So these big women are paying Chris Brown $1,200 just to take a picture with him. What's going on here, bruv? You're paying a bag too to take a picture with someone. What?
Listen, you can call me insecure, you can call me controlling. I don't care. If my girl decides to spend $1,200 to take a picture with Chris Brown or any celebrity like this, the relationship's over. As a matter of fact, she doesn't even have to actually go through with it. If she even comes to me and says she's thinking about spending that money, the relationship's over. Because why are you in a relationship with me and you're idolizing another man?
What would make someone pay over $1,000 just for a few seconds with their favorite celebrity? Imagine standing in line, heart racing, knowing that the moment you step forward, you'll be face to face with Chris Brown, one of the most talked about entertainers of our time. For many fans, that brief encounter isn't just a photo opportunity, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience worth every penny. But for others, it's pure madness, an example of how far celebrity worship has gone in today's culture. Welcome back to Taspectrum West TV, where we break down the biggest stories and mysteries in celebrity life and urban culture. If you love deep dives like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps us bring you more stories that reveal the real side of fame.
Okay. I might have to do something.
Yeah, you gotta at least.
I might have to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Chris Brown meet and greet is out of control.
You might need a bench press or
It's
something there.
disrespectful.
That shit fun.
Like, I bet it is.
It's fun because look, where else in the time, like, everybody usually, like, you get your pictures back in the day, the artist like,
Yeah.
you know, like, don't
Same
touch
one,
me.
same,
Get your-
yeah.
Like, and I'm not doing like 150 people a night, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it might be a small, intimate group of people that actually spent that money that they might not even had to come and meet me. So I'm not gonna make they moment. You know, I don't want to make they moment just some, hey, what's up? Let me sign this, get the fuck out. Like, that's weak to me because I feel like these are the same people, no matter how big of that group or smaller that group, I feel like they're the same people that's a part of the family aspect.
Yeah.
So and some of these girls, man, that's their bucket list. Some of them, they like, look, all I want to do is just be able to be on him. Cool. Long as you ain't got COVID, we good.
So I should tell my wife she should loosen up and let me really greet the fans.
Yeah, but you can't do no motherfucking pictures with your shirt off, cause then you can't gauge
It can't
what
be
the
skin
person.
to skin. It can't be
What they
skin
Yeah,
to
cause
skin.
you don't know what
yeah,
shit.
yeah, you
Mother
don't
might
mean-
lick your stomach or something. You gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah, that's
Hold on.
Hey, stop that. You get off me now.
But yeah, oh God.
But you also, in my opinion, bro, like, I've met a lot of people, I'm friends with a lot of people. We've been in this industry a long time, and I really believe that you are the most, how can I say it?
Who cares, bro?
Now, Chris Brown's meet and greets have become legendary. Fans have paid between $1,000 and $1,250 by photo experiences, and those images quickly go viral. Some fans walk away with unforgettable memories, hugging or posing with Chris like old friends. Others, though, become the center of online debates about dignity, obsession, and value. One fan's husband even said he'd break up with her if she ever took such photos. Another left her own marriage behind to do a pregnancy-themed photo shoot with Chris Brown. And while some people shake their heads in disbelief, others say, if you've got the money, why not spend it on what makes you happy? This story isn't just about money. It's about emotion, connection, and the power of celebrity influence. Why do fans go this far? What makes Chris Brown, in particular, command such loyalty and desire for proximity? And where's the line between admiration and obsession? By the end of this video, we'll unpack the psychology, culture, and controversies behind these high-priced meet and greets and reveal what they say about our modern love affair with fame. So buckle up, because this is more than just a story about selfies and fan moments. It's a mirror reflecting how celebrity culture has completely changed what people are willing to do and pay for a little piece of magic.
Not. Me personally, I don't idolize celebrity. It's bad enough that you're paying money to take a picture with this man, but then you sit on his lap. Somebody said that is the definition of a meet and greet. At the end of the day, it's about respect. You should not be in a relationship and want to take a picture like this. And the same can be said for a guy. If you're in a relationship and there's a female celebrity and you take some provocative pictures with her, it's also disrespectful to your significant other.
Bro, you
Picture this. You're scrolling through social media when you see a photo of a fan hugging Chris Brown, smiling from ear to ear. The lighting is perfect, the pose looks intimate, and the caption reads, "Best $1,000 I've ever spent." Your first thought, $1,000 for a single picture? That's the going rate for one of the most talked about VIP experiences in today's entertainment world, the Chris Brown meet and greet package. Across his recent tours, including Indigo 8 Tour, Under the Influence Tour, and 1111 Tour, fans have shelled out anywhere from $1,000 to $1,550 for a few minutes of personal time and a professional photo with Breezy himself. The package often includes early venue entry, exclusive merchandise, and a laminated VIP pass. But the real prize is that short encounter where fans get to pose however they like, from casual hugs to creative shots that explode online within minutes. When those photos surface, the internet always reacts in two ways. One side admires the dedication, the other side mocks the price. Tweets flood in, people really paying rent money for a selfie, while loyal fans defend their choice, saying, it's not about the picture, it's about the memory.
Christopher Maurice Brown, you are out of control. Out of control, because he's done it again. We have an actual confirmed pregnant belly, and he's touching it with his bare hands, like her skin to skin. Okay, she lifted up her shirt and everything and said, yeah, at my meet and greet, you're touching this belly. Okay, because this your baby. He's the pappy. I told you, he's at meet and greets claiming babies at this point. Chris Brown is the pappy. And let me tell you something. When I go to a meet and greet, when I get to Chris Brown's meet and greet, all right, I'm going to be pregnant too, instantaneously, within 20 minutes. I'm going to be at the show, and then he's going to be singing, and then, oops, and it's going to pop out just like that. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't pregnant before the show, and then right after, right before the meet and greet, here go the belly. This your baby. This is what you're doing at the concert. You're creating pregnancies, okay? And you the pappy. So this is not only a Chris Brown meet and greet. Chris Brown, you meet and greeting your baby. That's your baby in there. Anyways, love it for you, sis. You got him touching your bare stomach. Me too, okay? Let me go to a meet and greet.
But is it really worth it? Let's break it down. The standard concert ticket for Chris Brown ranges between $150 to $300 depending on seating and venue. The meet and greet adds roughly another $1,000. Add in travel, new outfits, and accommodation, and you're easily looking at $1,500 to $2,000 for one evening. Yet for many attendees, the cost feels justified. In interviews and social posts, fans describe it as an investment in happiness. One woman from Los Angeles said, "It's the closest I'll ever get to the man whose music helped me through heartbreak." Another fan compared it to buying an iPhone. People spend the same amount on gadgets every year. I chose a memory instead. Chris Brown's take on the price. Even Chris Brown himself addressed the backlash when his 2022 meet and greet photos went viral. He wrote on Instagram, "I haven't done meet and greets in years. I appreciate my fans. $1,000 for a lifelong memory/moment ain't bad." From his point of view, the sessions aren't cash grabs, but a way to give genuine one-on-one time to the fans who've supported him through ups and downs. And indeed, the photos reflect that. Unlike many artists who stand behind a velvet rope, Chris often poses freely, wrapping an arm around fans, mimicking dance moves or matching their creative poses. That openness makes the images feel personal, not staged.
Come on here, bruv. You're paying a bag too to take a picture with someone. What kind of world are we living in? That's mad. These gal are roasting. These gal need to get piped down, because if they was getting piped down, they would not be taking pictures with Chris Brown. What do you mean? And you're paying a bag too? Come on. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. You telling me you can't get yourself a magic stick? You telling me you can't find chocolate out here? There's all different types of chocolate. Dark chocolate, brown chocolate, white chocolate, yellow chocolate, all types of chocolate, tiramisu, all of that. And you're telling me you want to go pay a bag too, just to take a picture? What's going on here, bruv? You're telling me you ain't got AI? You're telling me you can't Photoshop yourself with Chris Brown? Paying a bag too? Get the fuck out.
The phenomenon has gone beyond America. Fans from Europe, Africa, and the Caribbean have flown in for these events. Some save for months. Others use the opportunity as a milestone. Birthdays, anniversaries, even maternity shoots. A woman from Houston made headlines for doing her pregnancy photo shoot with Chris Brown during her meet and greet. The images spread like wildfire, some praising her confidence, others questioning her priorities. It's that polarizing nature that keeps the topic alive. Half of the internet calls it insane, half calls it iconic. Chris Brown isn't the only artist offering VIP moments. Stars like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, and Justin Bieber have all hosted premium fan experiences. However, what makes Chris's version stand out is the intimacy of his poses and the energy exchange between him and fans. It feels less like a formal shoot and more like a personal interaction. For instance, during the Indigo tour, one photo showed Chris crouched next to a fan doing a silly dance pose. Another captured him holding a fan's hand mid-laugh. Those images go viral precisely because they break the wall between superstar and supporter. Still, critics argue that the practice divides fans by income. They say it commercializes emotional connection, turning affection into a luxury. Some online voices call it pay-to-touch culture, but supporters counter with a simple truth: nobody's forced to buy a VIP ticket, it's a choice. Psychologists say that humans naturally assign emotional value to exclusive access. The scarcity effect makes people perceive the encounter as priceless. For true fans who followed Chris Brown for decades, those 30 seconds validate years of admiration. Every time new meet and greet photos appear, blogs and gossip pages light up. Some fans become overnight internet sensations, their pictures shared across major platforms. Others face mockery, especially when critics twist poses into memes. But for many participants, the online noise doesn't matter. They describe it as one of the happiest days of their lives. A fan from Atlanta posted, "I don't care what anyone says, for 2 minutes he made me feel seen." That sentiment captures the emotional essence behind the price tag. It's not about money, it's about meaning.
Imagine her telling her friends, "Yo, Karen, I just took a picture with Chris Brown and he's holding the baby. I can't wait for the baby to see this when he grows up. Chris Brown was holding my belly." What's that song? Now you're a single mom. You didn't have second thoughts. You let her hit it raw. Now you're a single mom. Man, this is very ghetto. This is very ghetto of you. No, this is ignorant. And it has to stop, because y'all, like, he's only going to keep doing it because this is what you guys are allowing. But whoever the father is, I'm sure he's not fucking with you ever again. And if he is, he's a cornball ass nigga. I could never. But the thing is, bro, for you females to spend $1,500 to take a picture and to be a very intimate in these pictures, it's wild. And I understand. If I bought a $1,500 meet and greet ticket for Megan Thee Stallion, I'm gonna want to touch cheeks too. But this is wild. I wouldn't do that unless I'm single. I'm not doing that. I couldn't do this, bro. This is wild. And Chris, you're even more wild for doing this. Chris Brown needs to be.
Here's the real question: would you pay that kind of money? When we strip away judgment, what we see is a modern-day evolution of fandom. In an age where everyone seeks experiences over possessions, the meet and greet becomes a new kind of souvenir. And whether people agree or not, Chris Brown has mastered the art of selling moments. Why would anyone spend $1,000 for a few seconds with another human being, no matter how famous? To really understand this, we need to dive into the psychology of fandom and emotional connection. Because this isn't just about Chris Brown, it's about how celebrity culture taps deep into human emotion. In the world we live in today, attention is currency. People no longer just buy things, they buy experiences. And those experiences become part of their personal identity. For fans, meeting Chris Brown isn't just an encounter, it's validation. It's proof that their years of support, streaming, defending, and admiring actually mean something. Psychologists call this parasocial interaction, a one-sided emotional connection that feels real, even though it's built through screens and music. When fans listen to Chris's songs about love, pain, or growth, they feel understood. Over time, that feeling grows into an emotional bond so strong that meeting him feels like meeting a long-lost friend. So when that meet and greet ticket appears, it's not viewed as a purchase. It's seen as closing the distance between two connected souls.
Who would you pay $1,200 to take a picture with?
Nobody.
Why are men like that? You're allowed, bro, to be a fan of somebody and admire somebody and spend money to hang out with the person, bro.
Which is fine, and I have no issue with that. My thing is, I'm just not.
Because you were making it look like you can't be like the people taking a picture with Chris Brown. It's groupie, and I get it. It looks bad. You as a guy, you got your girl taking pictures and so happy to take a picture with another guy. Cool. That is icky. But to think that you wouldn't pay money to hang out, so you wouldn't pay $1,200 for some courtside seat?
Chris Brown's journey has been public and raw. The controversies, comebacks, and artistic evolution. Fans have seen his highs and lows, which creates a unique connection. It's a statement. It says, "I made it this close to greatness." Social validation plays a huge role here. Psychologists note that dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical, that kind of emotional investment builds familiarity. And when people finally meet the artist behind that feeling, it's like closing an emotional loop. It's the same reason fans cry at concerts or faint when a star walks by. It's not about celebrity status, but emotional intensity. For others, the meet and greet experience symbolizes something bigger: success, confidence, and self-worth. It's proof that they can afford to chase what they love. In fact, some fans even describe it as therapy. I've been saving for 2 years. Meeting Chris Brown was my self-gift after surviving depression. I don't care if people laugh, it healed something in me. Moments like that remind us that money spent on emotional healing or self-celebration can't always be measured in logic. Chris Brown also carries what psychologists call a charismatic magnetism. He's not just a talented performer, he's intensely engaging. His stage presence, confidence, and energy pull people in. That natural magnetism triggers what's known as the halo effect, where people subconsciously associate everything about a person with positivity because of one outstanding quality. Let's not forget cultural influence. Within certain communities, especially in urban and hip-hop circles, Chris Brown represents creativity, style, and strength. Meeting him is not just fandom, it's a cultural badge of honor. You'll often hear fans say it's not just Chris Brown, it's Breezy. The nickname itself symbolizes a movement, a vibe, a generation. People pay to feel part of that movement. And when they post the pictures online, the collective excitement within the fan base amplifies it even more. That's how it becomes a cycle. Fans see others meeting him, feel the FOMO, fear of missing out, and decide to join the wave. It's worth noting that men and women experience this differently. Some male fans criticize the practice, calling it simp behavior or wasting money on a man who doesn't know you. But interestingly, when the same fans spend thousands on football tickets, sneakers, or gaming gear, they see it as normal. This shows how society selectively judges emotional spending. What seems ridiculous to one person can be meaningful to another. If your joy costs you peace, don't buy it. But if your joy costs you money and it makes you happy, it's worth every cent. Ultimately, the psychology behind these meet and greets reveals how deeply humans crave connection, recognition, and belonging. Chris Brown's events just happen to offer all three, wrapped in music, fame, and emotion. When you add the social reward, cultural identity, and the artist's charm, it's easy to see why people open their wallets willingly. At the end of the day, for fans who followed him since Run It and Forever, the price tag doesn't represent loss, it represents completion. Let's not forget cultural influence. Within certain communities, especially in urban and hip-hop circles, Chris Brown represents creativity, style, and strength. Meeting him is not just fandom, it's a cultural badge of honor. You'll often hear fans say it's not just Chris Brown, it's Breezy. The nickname itself symbolizes a movement, a vibe, a generation. People pay to feel part of that movement. And when they post the pictures online, the collective excitement within the fan base amplifies it even more. That's how it becomes a cycle. Fans see others meeting him, feel the FOMO, fear of missing out, and decide to join the wave. It's worth noting that men and women experience this differently. Some male fans criticize the practice, calling it simp behavior or wasting money on a man who doesn't know you. But interestingly, when the same fans spend thousands on football tickets, sneakers, or gaming gear, they see it as normal. This shows how society selectively judges emotional spending. What seems ridiculous to one person can be meaningful to another. If your joy costs you peace, don't buy it. But if your joy costs you money and it makes you happy, it's worth every cent. Ultimately, the psychology behind these meet and greets reveals how deeply humans crave connection, recognition, and belonging. Chris Brown's events just happen to offer all three, wrapped in music, fame, and emotion. When you add the social reward, cultural identity, and the artist's charm, it's easy to see why people open their wallets willingly. At the end of the day, for fans who followed him since Run It and Forever, the price tag doesn't represent loss, it represents completion. At the end of the day, Chris Brown's meet and greet experience isn't just about a photo or a hug, it's about emotion, connection, and the feeling of being seen by someone who has shaped a part of your life through music. For some, it's an expensive indulgence, for others, it's a priceless dream come true. Chris himself seems to understand that this isn't merely a transaction, it's about human interaction. He greets fans warmly, shares brief but meaningful conversations, and makes them feel valued. That's something you rarely get in today's fame-driven world. And perhaps that's why fans are willing to save, travel, and pay whatever it takes, because Chris Brown doesn't just sell music, he sells moments that linger forever. So what do you think? Would you spend over $1,000 just to meet your favorite artist in person? Drop your honest opinion in the comments. We'll be reading and featuring the most thoughtful takes in our next video. Thanks for watching Taspectrum West TV. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into urban culture and celebrity life. Until next time, stay curious, stay real, and stay tuned.